This is quite an interesting question. Fears? What have you got? Bae being stupid. Bae dying. Bae hitting her head. Bae shaking her head. Bae going outside and... Bae. Now, you've done quite well with this question, Bae. I applaud you for that. It's actually all of them. Bae being stupid. Now, that happens on a daily... happens daily, actually. And her being stupid usually leads to her getting hurt in some way. And because, unfortunately, I reside on her head, her getting hurt normally results in me also possibly getting hurt. And, you know, I don't like scarring this face. Absolute handsome face. So, yeah, I'm quite scared of Bae being stupid. Or it's not even being physically stupid. It's just her being stupid. She does something that needs me fixing, or, you know, she accidentally messes something up and she needs me to clean up a mess for her. So Bae just being stupid is quite a daily fear for me. Moving on, we've got Bae dies. Now, unfortunately, as I said before, I reside on this head. So when Bae dies, eventually, like, first I lose a place to sleep and I lose a place to live. But it does affect me as well, you know. So we must keep her alive somehow. Yes, so it's a daily challenge to keep Bae alive every day. We'll try. I'm trying my best. Alright, Bae hitting her head. This one should be quite self-explanatory. Anyway, Bae hitting her head is quite self-explanatory. When she hits her head, unfortunately, the first thing that comes into contact with whatever she's hit her head with is me, since I am on her head. And again, I don't like getting hurt, because I don't think anybody likes getting hurt. If you do, you should get that checked. But yeah. The other thing is Bae shaking her head, which she does very often during her streams. And normally I don't say anything, I just let her do it because I've given up trying to get her to stop. She does it quite often in her streams, and normally when she's doing it, I'm crying inside and I am screaming for her to stop. However, I don't really say anything just because it's like, you know what it's like? It's like seeing a very young child scream with all their might, and it's really annoying and it causes you a splitting headache. But there's nothing you can do because there's, you know there is no way to reason with a child. That's exactly how I feel. Why don't you get a different house? Again, it's like seeing a very helpless child. You know, I tried to leave when I first met Bae because I thought I couldn't deal with this absolute mess of a thing. Sorry, Bae, but you are truly a mess. I tried leaving, actually, but I felt guilty. It's just like leaving a very helpless child behind, and you kind of know when you leave them, they're going to die because they're just useless, you know. So, alright, continuing on with the list. Bae going outside. Well, I suppose this goes for both of us. As you can see, we're rats, and if you're aware, rats are pretty far down on the food in the animal kingdom, and we are normally seen as prey. And that's just an unfortunate way of life, I suppose. However, I really, really don't like Bae going outside. Again, because it kind of leads to this statement, you know. Bae is stupid a lot of the time, and Bae being stupid could also lead to this. And we all know what happens if Bae dies. I understand that a lot of Bae's colleagues are also our natural predators. I don't really know how I feel about that. And what the consequences of being with her and living with her has on me. Miss Mume. Oh no, Miss Mume is quite nice. I had my doubts when Bae first told me that her best friend was an owl. I thought she had lost it completely. I mean, she already had a couple screws loose in her head, but I thought she had completely lost it. I actually believe that she had created an imaginary friend for herself, and for some strange reason thought that an owl would make her seem more intimidating. Do you know what I mean? Yes. But no, Miss Mume is quite real, I came to find out. She's lovely. I do have my doubts every now and then. However, so far she's proved herself to be quite pleasant. Now, I don't really know about her other colleagues, but I have met Miss Mume. She's a delight. Thank you. That's the fears slide. I'm sorry, I still don't really understand if this is entertaining in any way, shape or form. But I guess it really isn't. I don't really care. Or do you care whether it's entertaining? I guess I'm just introducing myself for you to get to know me better. Right. Moving on, next one.